Yo, hello legends. I'm back again with a brand new tips and tricks video, and today I'll suggest you the only best attacker mechs that you must invest your resources in to make your hangar dominating for your enemies. We start up with the last mech in the list, Paragon. It's in bottom just because of having an unnecessary ability just to spring faster, not better effect to take down enemy or savior from enemies, so the Paragon common mech is suitable with few weapon only like rocket mortar 12s. Javelin Rack 16 or Cryo Javelin 12. Helix Rack 16. Nade Launcher 16. And Cryo Launcher 16. Now if we calculate a little bit, we can clearly see that its stats are even worse than Paragon, but Puma's ability makes it just slightly better than Paragon just because of its ability that protects it from enemies little bit damage, but still has the lowest hoe and armor in the game, so it's not worth your resources. But still, if you wanna play with Puma, the best setups on it are Cryo Launcher 16, Nade Launcher 16, Helix Rack 16, Javelin Rack and Cryo Javelin 12 and 16. And Rocket Mortar 12s, yeah exactly, even if its ability protects it but just for few damage, so it still can do some hide plays only. Next mech can be mentioned in some cases as the most vulnerable mech in game. I'm talking about Stalker. Well, I said vulnerable because of its ability's extra self damage, so need to use this mech with a lot of care. It's good with some combos like Rocket Mortar 12, Helix Rack 12, Javelin Rack or Cryo Javelin 12, Nade Launcher 12, Cryo Launcher 12. For long range less exposure playstyle, dual railgun 12 work decently good. At this position I put Guardian, a weaker mech in the recent meta, because the current meta is heavy damaging, which is very disadvantageous for many close combats mechs. Even if Guardian is having the best close range ability, but still it's super vulnerable at long fights because of low HP, so it's just quite good with Railgun 16, Storm Rack 16, Disruptor 16, Particle Beam 16, Cryo Launcher 16, Missile Rack 16, Ember Gun 16. A very skill requiring damaging attacker mech is Onyx. It needs proper sniping skills to fire the quad rockets on enemy perfectly on time, but its disadvantage is its broad surface area. Seriously, it's a huge hitbox, so even a small peek can get you damaged by enemy. Some good working builds for Onyx or Helix Rack 16, Missile Rack 16, Nade Launcher 16, Cryo Launcher 16, Railgun 16. Storm Rack 16 means all fast-firing weapons. Next mech is also having quite high damaging ability with low skill requirements because it can damage enemy through obstacles, so Gatecrasher is a slight better version of Onyx weapon suitable on it, or Disruptor 16, Railgun 16, M Rifle 16, Disc Launcher 16, Quantum Gun 16, Missile Rack 16.
Now comes the mastermind of close-range redox for damaging enemy. With its ability, it doesn't need to expose itself. The ability does all the work. Its ability damages in radius throughout any obstacles, which gives redox a superior advantage in close combats with slowing down the enemy, so close-range weapons work deadly with it, like Ember Gun 16, Missile Rack 16, Repeater 16, Disc Launcher 16, Railgun 16, Disruptor 16. Storm Rack 16. Now next is the mech, which comes into the top 3 attackers, and its Panther. As the meta changed, it affected the performance of Panther, which made it a little weak as compared to the top first and second mech in this list, and now Panther is no more a mech which should be used in a rush or close combat match. It's good with long range and radius weapons like Storm Rack 16. Disruptor 16. Railgun 16. M Rifle 16. Graviton Beam 16. Disc Launcher 16. Particle Beam 16. Minigun 16. Chaingun 16. Cryo Launcher 16. Quantum Gun 16. Nade Launcher 16. Voltaic RPG 16. Missile Rack 16. Helix Rack 16. The second best attacker in meta right now is Scorpius, because it has overall better stats than Panther by having more HP, more speed, better armor and faster mobility, with a comfortable ability that allows you to damage enemy without exposing yourself. So Scorpius becomes a better choice than Panther in recent meta. Maybe its functions will vary in future updates, but for now it's the second best attacker to invest in. Well, it performs really good with any weapon, but for much favor on your team's side. Helix Rack 16. Nade Launcher 16. And Cryo Launcher 16 are like made for this mech. They give a huge advantage. Now, as we all know, only one attacker mech remaining, which has just launched and destroyed the meta records for sure. It's the Seeker mech. Now this is an attacker you would love to use with close range weapons, because its ability allows you to teleport at your enemy's back and unload your full ammunition on his face. This is a super effective anti-camper mech. Well, it works outstanding with close combat or rapid damaging weapons. My personal favorite is with the Ember Gun 12. Some more precious options are Storm Rack 12. Disruptor 12. Railgun 12. Repeater 12. Missile Rack 12. Fragment Gun 12. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you to choose which attacker mech you should invest in and which attacker should be ignored and which mech type suits your style. Now I think I should take a leave. If you got this video helpful for even 1 second, make sure to like the video. It motivates me a lot, and to keep me motivated daily, please drop a subscribe. Thanks for watching. Love you all.